A few days, a week, a month. Will the Earth be visited by a stranger from the universe? A warm, compassionate stranger to tell us of wonders beyond imagination? Or when that ancient dream comes true, will it turn into a nightmare? Will we find an alien life of unimaginable horror?
It's the best I can do, I'm afraid. Unless you want me to drain it off.
No, not now. Tell me, is the Swan far from here?
Take the next right fork, you can't miss it. As a matter of fact, I'm going there myself. I'd offer to show you the way, only, I think you should let this cool down a bit.
Do I owe you anything?
No, that's all right.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. For the next hour, we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits.
This is the BBC Home Service. Here is the weather forecast. Most districts will continue to be extremely cold. Temperatures are expected to remain below freezing point, ranging from 24 degrees Fahrenheit in northern areas to 29 degrees Fahrenheit in the south. Reports are still coming in, however, of the exceptional weather conditions on the island of Farra. Temperatures on the island are now said to be in the region of 90 degrees and still rising.
90 degrees and still rising. Surely it can't get any hotter.
Apparently it can. If the mainland's in the depths of winter, this weather of ours just doesn't make sense.
Some rain wouldn't hurt. At least it would cool the air a bit.
Thank you, Frankie.
Can I help you?
Is Mr. Callum in?
No, I'm afraid not. He's on his way back from the mainland. I'm Mrs. Callum.
I'm Angela Roberts, his new secretary.
Oh, yes. My husband said that the agency was sending someone this week. I've got a room ready for you. I'll show you the way.
Actually, I'd rather like a drink first. I'm gasping. This heat is stifling.
Yes, of course.
May I have the pleasure? My name's Stone, Dr. Stone.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll have a lager and lime, please.
So you shall.
Is this your first visit to the island, Miss Roberts?
Yes, it's very pretty. I had a drive round after I got off the boat. Oh, it is hot, isn't it?
This time of year, we usually have the same weather as you on the mainland.
I'm sorry about the ice, but it melts as soon as it's out of the fridge. Same again, Bob?
No, just one for Tinker. I must be on the way. That's the one.
Oh, that's better. I think if you don't mind, Doctor, I'll finish this upstairs. I'd like to freshen up a bit.
Of course.
I'll show you the way.
I found him wandering all over the road, up by his meadow. That old state he was in. He keeps on about his sheep being dead.
My sheep.
What's the matter, Ben, old son?
It's my sheep. They all be dead. Someone's killed my sheep.
Can you lie down somewhere?
Yes, there's a couch in my study.
How were they killed?
Come on, Ben.
I said, how were they killed?
Can't you see he's in no fit state to answer questions?
Only ask straightforward questions, no harm in that. You find the old man?
Yeah.
Did you see the sheep?
No. No, only Ben wandering about. Half out of his mind.
Who's he?
He's a guest. His name's Hansel.
Why is he so interested in the old man's sheep? What is he?
I don't know what he is. He spends most of his time locked in his room.
Came to rest here for a while, Jeff. Give time for the sedative to work.
Yes, of course. What do you think happened? Do you think his sheep are all dead?
Well, who can tell? With this blasted heat, it's difficult to know what's going on. Give Mrs. Siddle a ring, will you, Jeff? Tell her I'll be bringing Ben home.
Oh, Mr. Hanson. I wonder why he was so interested in how those sheep died.
Why don't you ask him?
How's Ben?
He's calmed down.
Did he say what's happened to the sheep?
No, mumbled they were dead, that's all. Nothing coherent. Doctor's not sure it isn't just the heat affecting him. Mrs. Siddle, Jeff Callum. Ben's with us. He's not feeling too well, but Dr. Stone's going to bring him home. He thinks there's something wrong with the sheep. Could you get your son to check on it? What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Don't worry, he'll be home soon.
Well, if the crisis is over, I'd better start work, don't you think? Oh, where's the typewriter and the manuscript? Mr. Callum?
Jeff?
You can't start. The typewriter's in the study where Ben's resting.
In that case, I'll go and change.
something wrong with the television. You come and look at it.
The phone's been playing up, too. Must be the static building up through this heat. No, it's not wrong. See now. Never done that before. Noise again. Hey, Stella, have you been playing around with the telly?
Well, of course I haven't. You know I never touched the thing.
Go and get a dustpan and brush, will you, love? Look, get the dustpan. You don't want the dog dashing in and getting himself cut, do you?
Oh!
Jeff, look, something's happened. What's that? Look, I can't shout. I don't want Stella to hear. You remember that noise? I said, remember that noise I heard on the road? I'll come over. Look, Stella, I'm just going to go down to the village. I might as well try and see if I can get a replacement set.
What a story. You're off to Jeff Callum's. You men and your horse racing.
What about you women? Can't keep any secrets from you, can we?
Hurry up. You missed the next race.
seems to be getting hotter.
Bob never turned up, did he?
No.
I thought I heard him say he would, just before the phone packed in.
What did he want?
He was on about some noise he'd heard.
Like the one we heard on the beach. Jeff? Oh, you don't mind if I call you Jeff?
No, not at all.
I was wondering, you said the noise came from beyond the point. Is that where the old man's sheep were?
Well, his farm is in that direction.
Well, do you think there might be a connection?
Do you, Jeff?
No, I don't. I'm the one who's paid to use my imagination. Next chapter. I'd like to finish tonight, if possible.
I'll take my coffee and get the...
Hanson, are you in there? Hanson, do you hear me?
I can't talk to you now. Go away.
Open this door. Hanson, open this door or I'll kick it down.
No! Give me another moment.
What are you doing in there anyway? What's going on? Hanson! Hanson!
The door! Close the door, you idiot! The devil do you think you're doing coming in here like that?
Never mind about me. What the hell do you think you're up to? This is my hotel, not your bloody laboratory. I want some explanations, Hanson, if your name is Hanson.
It is, and I don't owe you any explanation.
You do if you're using my hotel as the center of your activities. Were you out there to meet whatever it was that landed tonight?
Landed?
You were prowling around out there.
What's this about a landing?
I came here to ask questions, not answer them.
Yes, but this landing, what was it? Look, I can assure you I can give you a complete explanation, but this is extremely important.
Well, actually, it was my wife who saw him.
Go on.
Well, she heard a whirring noise. When she looked in its direction, she saw light, something glowing.
Yes?
And she thought she saw it land.
Where?
The other side of the hill. Do you know what it was? Well?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What was it, Hanson?
I don't expect you to believe this, Cullen. But for the past week, I have been convinced that this island has become the center of an invasion. The central landing point for beings from another planet.
Beings from another planet.
Exactly. And that is what has caused this inexplicable heat.
Well, I've heard some yarns. The villagers are blaming the bomb for this theory of yours. No, it's too much.
I'm not a superstitious villager, Cullen. I'm a scientist. I base my conclusions on observations of fact. Anyway, what do you suppose I'm doing on this island? I've been collecting specimens. Soil. Blood of a sheep. I've been analyzing them. You asked for an explanation, but apparently you're too dim-witted to accept it. Anyway, you've ruined everything with your crass stupidity. Here.
Oh, wait a minute. Perhaps I shouldn't have broken in like that. So you've been trying to photograph these, things?
I haven't been trying to photograph them. I did photograph them. I used a normal lens at first, but unfortunately it was ineffective against the intense light that emanates from these beings. Remember that parcel you collected for me? It contained this, an infrared filter. I experimented with a special camera, and I placed it here.
I used a mirror reflector, and I rigged up the shutter so that it would automatically be triggered by anything that crossed its line of vision.
And something did come through.
Yes, it did. I was developing the picture when you burst into the room. You'd given me the proof that I so desperately need.
Then what you've told me so far is pure conjecture. Cinders?
Incinerated by whatever was here. Same thing happened to the sheep. They were incinerated too, burned to death.
All right, I accept there's been some sort of incineration, but it doesn't have to be a being from another planet.
I've analyzed that, Callum. It was burned by a high-frequency heat, more intense than anything we can produce here on Earth, even under strict laboratory conditions. Now, there's only one place where that kind of heat exists. Out there, where the cosmic gases ferment and generate a heat far greater than anything we can ever imagine. That's where those beings must come from.
If you're right, how are they getting here? Where are they?
If we knew that, we might be able to destroy them before it's too late. Tell me, Has anybody else heard this whirring noise?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Bob did. In the lane, over by the gravel pits. Somewhere in this area.
Callum! Come on. I found it. Callum, look.
This doesn't affect you at all, does it?
I appreciate how you feel. I know he was a friend of yours. But that won't do any good now. Look at this. Every particle of energy has been sucked right out of it.
Hanson, we've got to warn people. They should be told.
No, not yet. You forced your way in on me. You had to know, didn't you? Well, now you're going to do what I say. I've been in touch with the authorities, but they dismissed me as a crank, just like you did. But I must have evidence. And I would have got it if you hadn't destroyed that photograph. I need time to complete my tests.
How much time?
2 or 3 hours. As for warning the villagers, we must avoid injecting fear into an already dangerous situation. Callum, you notice something? This heat. This time of night it should be getting cooler. But it's building up.
I do believe it's getting hotter, Frankie.
Tom, I think you're right. It is. There you are.
Thanks, my dear.
No wonder the temperature's way up. Who's been hiding her from me?
Dear Hanson. Frankie, pour me a lager.
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
Jeff, I know you.
There's nothing wrong, I tell you. I'm sorry, it's this damn heat that's making me jump in.
We've been the same at the med station, getting on each other's nerves. That's why I came here for an hour. That shows how ruddy
Smash the bottles, all of them! I'll get the first aid kit.
Darling, I'll get it. You'll never find it.
What on earth's going on?
The heat exploded the bottles.
Yes, it's unbearable, isn't it?
We don't want to put a plaster on your arm.
Let Ken do it.
I'll let it go, Callum. This heat's bound to lead to irrational behavior. I'll do it.
I'll get Dr. Stone.
Come on, Tinker. Back to the pub.
Jump me.
Callum, come here. Look at that gas cylinder. It's split open, just like the car battery. Completely drained of every ounce of energy.
Tinker. It's impossible. I just can't believe you'd do a thing like that.
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't expect you to, but these are not normal circumstances. If this heat goes on increasing like this, it could very well drive us all insane. The human body simply isn't equipped to withstand such pressure, and sooner or later the glands are going to fail, some more quickly than others. After that, it's only a matter of time before the brain's affected.
That's a logical conclusion, but I think it's one we should keep to ourselves.
And that's what Hansen keeps on saying, and as a result, the two men have already been killed.
Two?
Who's being killed?
How's the girl?
She's all right. Who's being killed? Will someone please tell me what's going on?
I'm afraid Tinker's met with an accident, my dear. Jeff, who else dead? You mentioned two.
Bob Haywood.
Bob? How?
It was an accident.
Accident? He was... Callum! Calm down. These damn creatures are on this island, killing God knows how many people. That's your answer. Keep calm.
Creatures? What do you mean, creatures?
Callum had no business to tell you that.
Jeff, what is it you two know that I don't?
Hansen claims the island is being attacked by creatures from another planet. Claims.
What do you mean? You've seen them?
Bob Hayward and Tinker did.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Neither do I, Frank.
Yeah. His theory is that the island is being used as a test base for an invasion. Don't ask me why.
Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? These beings have to discover if they can possibly survive in our atmosphere.
Oh, that's incredible.
Is it? We probe space in a constant search for information about other planets. It's logical to assume that the same sort of thing might be happening in reverse.
Are you saying that Earth has become the subject of a probe? Carried out by creatures from another planet?
Yes, I am.
And what I saw land tonight was one of those creatures.
Yes. One of their number forming a sort of spearhead to find out if life is possible for them here on Earth.
And if it is possible?
Then the main force will come.
Yes, but have you any idea what they need to survive?
Heat. The way in which that car battery and that gas cylinder were split up suggests that they were seeking energy to generate heat. They obviously needed to exist.
Oh, that's fine, fine. In the meantime, we sit around waiting for you to complete your tests. The temperature's risen 3 degrees in the last half hour. 108. At this rate, we'll all be dead by morning.
I'm prepared to accept that the situation is serious. However, the indications are that we're approaching a crisis.
Hansen!
And getting emotional isn't going to help. We must alert the mainland.
How? Telephone's out of action.
Now, what about the Met station? They should be able to transmit a message. I'll drive up there.
Oh, just a moment, Doctor. This could be very dangerous, you know.
Someone has to go. We've lost enough time already.
Very well. But don't go till I come back.
I'll come with you, Doctor.
Oh, there's no point in both of us going. Now, you stay here and look after the girls. And, Jeff, I shall leave that alone. There's a good chap. Too much of it doesn't help in a crisis.
This'll help you to keep in touch with us. Ariel, press to speak, release to receive. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Good luck, Doctor.
And be careful.
Don't worry, I will.
These creatures, are they likely to attack us?
Depends what they're looking for. Personally, I think they're more concerned with finding a new source of energy to keep themselves alive.
But once they found it, they'll spread to the mainland.
Yes.
Hello, Hansen.
Are you there, Hansen?
Yes, Stone. I can hear you. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm on the road to the point. Just past White's Meadow. I can see the outline of the Met station in the distance. The radiator's boiling up. She's losing power.
How far are you from the station?
Well, I'm not sure. About 1.25 miles, I should say. She's slowing down.
She won't hold out much longer. The heat's affecting the engine.
It's getting dark out here. She's pulling badly. There's the gravel pit coming up. I can just make out the entrance. She's stopping.
No good. I'll have to leave her. I'll walk the rest.
Henson?
I'm on the road. There's a gap in the fence. There looks like something.
It's that
Stone! Stone, get away from there, can you hear me? Get away from there! It's your only chance!
I can't hear you! It's this noise!
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Get away from that Stone! Get away!
What's wrong? Isn't it working?
Yes, Mrs. Callum, the set's working.
Oh, it's horrible.
What now?
It depends.
On what?
Well, it depends on whether that meeting was the result of an accident or a deliberate interception. If it was deliberate, it means that we're not dealing with brute monsters, but with a superior intelligence.
There must be an answer to these things. We've got to try again. I'm going this time.
Wait, Callum! If you go out there, you're going to risk sacrificing another life.
The doctor took the risk. Anyway, we can't just leave him there. We've got to find out what's happened to him.
No! I'll have to go. Well, I'm not being heroic about this, I can assure you, but Stone was taken by surprise, and I think I'm better equipped to deal with a situation of this kind.
He's right, Jeff.
Take your Land Rover. Got the keys?
Supposing those things are still out there, what will you do?
Well, if they are there, I shall have to try and avoid making the same mistakes as Dr. Stone, won't I? You keep these doors locked, and that set switched on.
Lock the windows, Frankie.
Callum.
Mrs. Hanson! Mrs. Hanson!
He's found the other one.
Can you hear me? Callum, can you hear me?
Why didn't you answer?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you?
I'm at the gravel pit. I've found Stone's body. He's dead.
He's been burnt to death, just like all the others.
The ground here is all scorched. This is obviously the way they came. I can see something. Something glowing down in the pit. It's getting hotter. I'm going in.
Hanson, be careful. Remember, 2 people have already died there.
It's horrible. What's he doing there?
very dark in here. Can't see very far. I can see it again. It certainly is a light source. The light seems to be...
Hanson, I'm not receiving you. Hanson, do you hear me?
What's wrong? Why doesn't he answer?
Hanson?
It's a woman! I'll have to stop her!
What are we going to do? What in hell's name are we going to do?
The area's out beyond the gravel pit. Must be their assembly point. I saw one out there.
Hanson, what happened? The set went off. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. The aerial must have been screened by the pit. But I've discovered something very important, Callum. They're attracted to light. To them, it's a source of energy. So turn out all your lights. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Is there anything else?
No. I'm going on now. I'm going to drive without lights. So I'll contact you when I get up to the station.
Got it.
Did you manage to contact the mainland?
No. Frankie.
Here we are.
Fine. Get them tied up in bundles of 3, like I told you. Now, look, this is what I got in mind. You'd have to split up into 2 separate groups.
Is that a good idea?
It's absolutely essential. You know those hayricks out on the point there? Foster and I are going to go up there with the dynamite. And I'll set fire to the hayricks with this very pistol.
Now, wait a minute. You said these creatures were attracted by light.
It'll bring them out into the open. Foster here will intercept them with the dynamite, and I'll double back and help him.
And what'll we be doing while all this is going on?
You go to the top of the cliff, and as soon as the fires are alight, you'll send up the rest of the signals to alert the mainland.
And there's nothing else we can do.
Has anybody got any better ideas?
He's got guts.
Angela seems to be taking it pretty badly.
Ken, if things get tough, will you look after her? It'll leave me free to take care of Frankie.
Sure.
That's it. Let's go. flares.
They're the last.
Whatever happens, Frankie, stay close.
Stop! Stop!
Hassan, run for it! Run! Run!
To warn us. They're all around us.
It's the lightning. Look! The red! It's killing them!
Things up there, evil and hungry, awesome and splendid, and gentle things too, merciful things like rain. We now return control of your television set to you. Until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to the outer limits.